Let's be real, the new Noivern EX isn't really much to shout for in terms of competitive viability, but it doesn't mean we can't have any fun with it, eh? As it does have the Strafe attack, which is a hit and run attack, 50 to the active, and you may switch it to the bench. But it also has Sonic Blast, where if you attach a turbo to it, you are just hitting straight 200, so 2-hit KOing is possible when you combine it with the Brute Bonnet Binding Mochi damage modifier, turning that Strafe into effectively 120 damage with Poison and Sneasler and Mochi. What's also cool is you have the Covert Flight Noivern as access, which you wouldn't have in any other hit and run deck, and it's also colorless, so Cheren's Care comes into play as well. Believe it or not, this is actually better than you think. I played it a few times and I actually do get some good results, so let's get in some games and see how we do here. Before we get into it, I want to shout out What's Not, a social marketplace where you can bid for and or buy TCG cards live. Whether you're chasing a certain secret rare, want to bid on box breakers, or are looking for some vintage graded cards, What's Not is definitely the place to be. And what's even better is they've given you a pretty cool deal as well. By clicking on my link below, you will receive a free £10 to spend on your first purchase, which I think is pretty damn nifty. With that said, thanks again to Whatnot for sponsoring the channel. Now, let's get going. All right, we have some sort of Eevee deck that plays Baxcalibur, so that's interesting. I'm going to Nest Ball first, though, and get myself a... Do I just go straight for Bidoof here? No, I could always pop him for that. So I get myself a Bonnet, right? Let's get Bonnet down. Let's do that. And then I'll get myself a Noibat and a Bidoof. Yeah, this hand shouts for that. I think that's good. So let's do that. And we'll start off with a cheeky bit of poison, eh? Let's go for a cheeky bit of poison. Put a bit of pressure down. What? Actually, wait, do I get a KO here? Oh my God. I just donked that Eevee, bro. What the hell? Didn't even know I was doing that. All right. Who on earth needs Petron when you've got Perilous Jungle, eh? Free prize card. Thank you very much. That's hilarious. That is quite funny. Sorry about that, mate. Except I'm not. They go for an Ultra Ball here, getting rid of a Boss and a Fire. So it's looking like Flareon, but why the backs? That's what I'm confused about. So baffled by that. Nonetheless, they have to evolve this because I could just easily donk KO it again. I still can't believe I pulled that off. That's crazy. They attach a water. Don't you dare have a research. No, they're going to pass. And this is already looking pretty good already. Let's go for a Noivern EX. And I will Ultra Ball to get Bibarel and get a rescue board for the pivot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get rid of you two. Out comes the Bivs. I'll attach the fighting here, which is for Cornerstone Ogerpon. Throw that bad boy down. Bibarel, rescue boards, and incisors. You do not believe how much tool cards this deck plays. It plays so many. Maybe a bit too many. I don't know. But nonetheless... Unfortunately, no Mimikyu to retreat into. Do I want to retreat into Cornerstone? That feels kind of... Maybe I'll retreat into the Noibat. I don't want to give them an easy KO next turn, though. Maybe I will just get... I don't want to get Cornerstone down. Maybe I give them Bonnet. It's just if I can retreat that Bonnet or not. That's the question. I guess I'll have to give him Sneasler then. All right, that's fine. All right, let's just go for a retreat into the Noivern. And this is what it's going to be like with max damage output, baby. As we're doing 90 here and 50 with the poison. And because we retreat... we don't take the damage from the poison either. I think that's really cool. There you go, 50 there. And if they stay in the active, 50 back. And they just... Oh, yeah. Oh, they're so cooked. Oh, it's full GG's out here, man. Let's go for an Arven. I'm going to get myself an Ultra Ball to get myself another Noi. And also, I will get the booster. Sure thing. So I'll get you. Actually, no, man, no, it's probably better to get Mimikyu, right? Actually, yeah, I'm getting Mimikyu. Screw that. I want something to retreat into. Let's throw that down. Let's incisors. I mean, I think it's kind of pointless now, but here we are. Oh, well, I get it anyway, of course. Okay, I'm not going to attach. I'm just going to switch here and go for the same old thing. Toxic Powder into the Noivern and just go straight into the Mimikyu. Bro, this is some hit and run action. Jesus, there's a Mimic. And that's 2 prize cards for me, baby. And all they have is a Frigibax. They do Poffin though, so they're not out of the game just yet. Hanging on by a thread as they get 2 Eevee down. Luckily for you, my hand is as clunky as... What's clunky? I don't know. It's clunky. There you go. How about that? So now I just go for... I'm going to Arven here and just try and declunk. I'm going to get another Ultra Ball. I'm not going to get the Mochi, actually. No, I'm not going to get the Mochi. I don't want that in play. I want to throw the Mochi here. Ultra Ball away Budew and Bonnet, and then get myself the other Noivern. Covert Flight Noivern's just not needed here. So now if I want to, I can just pivot between them. I don't have to go into the Mimic, but I still would like to, so we'll see. There's another Jet, so that means I can. Oh yeah, excellent. All right, let's go again. Toxic Powder, and we go for the punch. Strafe. Bye-bye, Frigibax. See you later. I still cannot figure out why they were doing that. I'm assuming it's just to make that water energy acceleration easier. It's just not necessary, though, in a Flareon Jolteon, Vaporeon deck. Just not needed. Another jungle there. I tell you what, this hand has a problem with clunky hands, huh? I'm seeing it now. There's always just a bunch of random cards you have in your hand during a turn. Maybe a Squivert if you really are worried about it. Just pointing that out. There's a Vessel coming in. And if you don't evolve this, I'm not even going to attack, bro. I'm going into this. I'm just going to poison you. Nah, I really should pivot because that way I don't get the poison damage. But they do evolve to the... They're going to make me go to the last minute. Do you know what? I can't even hate it. They're going to the end. But, bro, you got to learn when to quit as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just whether or not you quit. I think I'm just going to poison here. The poison gets the KO. It does the job. And my Mimikyu will take 3 damage counters, but it won't die coming back. And that's kind of what matters. So I'll just do that. It saves the jet, which might be a big deal. So let's just take this. Okay, so of course. I knew I had a rescue board prize as well. I should have just gambled on that. But I don't think it's that deep. They can attack with a Flareon, but it's a Mimikyu in front of them. They can't do anything. Feels bad, my guy. We're going to get hit with poison, but we'll now come in with the reset. And I'll still hold the jet. I don't think I am going to jet here because they could try and gust up Bonnet, and that would be a problem. So I'm just going to hold this jet for pivot as well, if needed. You never know. Anything can happen at this rate. Iono to 1 for all, you know, it could happen. So let's just be prepared for that. Retreat into the Noi, and we go again. Toxic Powder. That's a nice 140 going in. I didn't even like point out in the intro, the Perilous actually fixes a lot of maths, huh? Because now you're doing 2-hit KO easily, right? You're doing 280 instead of what would have been 240. I mean, and going back in, you're actually doing what, 330? That's like perfect maths. What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I was right at the start. It just straight 2-hit KOs with this mathematics, with the mathematician that is I. Yeah, Blood is absolutely waffling. All right, let's finish the job. We're going to come in with Jet now just for a bit of a flex. And am I BMing? Oh, yeah. I'm BMing, baby. Yeah. Take that L. Hold that L. And we won't pivot this time. Go on. Do damage to me. It's fine. What's an absolute whitewash? That was just straightforward, mate. Spiritomb. I played a deck with Spiritomb recently and I forgot what it was. It was Ting Lu. We're not playing Ting Lu. No way. No shot. No, I'll go for Nest Ball. And I keep going first. I don't want to go. Stop making me go first. It's so stressful. I have to like try and play differently. How dare you make me do that? We'll get a Bidoof down. We'll throw a Mimikyu down as if they could turn it off anyway. See, again, we always start Perilous Jungle. I'm starting to develop a conspiracy theory now. Let's just go with the old catcher. I mean, get rid of the old catcher and I'll get some energy here so we can get a nice easy swing next turn. I'm sure they're going to be so baffled by the fighting that it's going to throw them off. Like, what's he doing fight energy? Why is he putting that on his Noi? What's going on? To be fair, they probably just think I'm playing Covert Flight, which is hilarious because Covert Flight almost... Wait, Evolution. Okay, we're not playing Ting Lu. I'm about to say, because Covert Flight would just deal with Ting Lu easily, right? But no, we're not playing against that. I am now clueless. I have no idea what I'm playing against. We're about to find out. It's probably just going to be a Gardevoir, right? Yeah, okay, it's a Gardevoir. Oh, look at you, Mr. Interesting over there, eh? Well, they are playing a Spiritomb, so you got to give them that. Oh, not playing the best board state, though, clearly, are they? One Curlier! Well, doesn't Noivern almost completely counter you? Like, it means you can't go for your... Well, you could play around Noivern. Okay, yeah, they can. I mean, I still might go with this Noivern, because at the end of the day, it is a nuisance. So let's come out with the old Covert, you know? See what it does for us. I would like... No, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. But I will take you, actually. So I can just Arven Ultra Ball and get... Yeah, I'll just keep it in hand. That's fine. I'll do this. I'll do that and that. And then just get myself a Bibarel. I'd like to buff the Covert Flight. Who'd have thought, doing Covert Flight for... What damage output is it? Technically, doing it for 120? That's kind of cool. So we'll do that. I don't need to do it. Well, I don't need to do it, do I? So I probably shouldn't, should I? No. I'm tempted to get Budew down, but I won't. I'm going to get Noibat. We'll do Noibat again. I'll throw the rescue board here. I could Artisan, though. So I guess there's no harm. Yeah, maybe I get another Bidoof. Maybe that's smarter. Yeah, I'll get another Bidoof. I'll try and play actually intelligently for once. We'll go for the Covert Flight. And it basically means they can't balloon me. You know what I'm saying? Again, they can play around it. They can go for the, what's it? Roaring Scream? Screeching? Roaring... Jigglypuff Angry? I forgot what it's called. They could go for like a Bonnet or like a counter catcher and they just punch me while I'm on the bench. They can do that. Obviously just hit with Gardevoir. Like that's also something, obviously. But bear in mind, this has free retreat. So I can just like retreat into the other Noivern if I want to. And if I get that out and just pivot into Mimikyu after that. So there's things we can do here, at least for the time being. Cresselia. Is this just like an old build? Is this someone who's come back recently? Because this seems like a very old build, a more traditional build of Gardevoir. Before, you know when you had the old Gardevoir, the baby Gardevoirs, that did 30 for each psychic on it. You know that version? You had Cresselia in that format, didn't you? I think you have. Do you still have Cresselia in Gardevoir now? I don't see it as much. I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a Gardevoir connoisseur. So, you know, there's that. Buddy Poffin coming in and they fail it. They just pass up. Well, if I just get myself a bonnet here, Covert Flight can take the knockout. So I'm just going to keep doing that for the time being. Because there's no Gardevoir attack next turn, is there? So let's do that. Let's throw you here. And I actually want to take out this Curly. They've got nothing in hand. So I'm not going to Iono them because they are dead drawing by the looks of it. So yeah, just rock with it, man. Let's go for a Toxic Powder and just go for a 110 punch. That's really strong for what it is. There we are. All right, sweet as, mate. Another booster capsule. God, just all the tool cards. None of it needed for now. They promote Rolts up and they get another Curlier into play and another Curlier into play and a Klefki too as they get. Okay, so it is a modern build. There is Monkey Dory. They just have Spiritomb and Cresselia. I mean, Spiritomb is still good, right? It still shuts off like Rotom and stuff. Don't get me wrong, still a strong card. So yeah, is it not played because people don't see it as necessary? I don't know. There's the stamp, but if you're not KO my Bibsies, I'm not stressed, my guy. We are absolutely chilling. Jet energy there, that's okay. I like the boss. Means if you retreat a Curlier into, if you retreat to Klefki or something, I'm just bossing up your Curliers, mate. I don't want to see no ballet students in my class, okay? Only ballet masters. Moonlit Hill getting discarded. This feels like a bit of a B tier Gardevoir list, right? It's like there's a lot of cards that just work with Gardevoir. No, Moonlit Hill is being considered, isn't it? For, is it the next format? I forgot why, but I remember people talking about it, and that's as far as my memory will go. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. People are debating Moonlit Hill with Gardevoir, correct? Oh no, I think it's the Jamming Tower, isn't it? I think it's because Jamming Tower is kind of upticking and it's still looking good next rotation. But in this format, Jamming Tower still looks pretty strong. So I think Gardevoir typically plays the one of Artisan. So now I've seen decks kind of tech in Moonlit Hill. So maybe I was wrong in thinking this was like a B tier. It's just seeing like the likes of Cresselia and Spiritomb decks that they're usually cut out of modern builds. You see the point I was getting at. Nonetheless, they do just pass with the Curlier up. So I am absolutely chilling out. I think I'm going to throw the turbo here because I don't want to jet that Noibat into the active. I would like the other Noivern. I can get it, but there's no pressure to right now. I think there's actually more in me. I'm holding this boss like it's like it's the last thing I have left to live. I was going to get myself Bibarel, but it's priced. I was thinking that would be more important. But either way, let's just go for a Toxic Powder and go for another Covert for 110. And we'll see where we can go from there. Nice. There we go. Iono. Is there like... Maybe I should build a deck similar to this where it's not hit and run, but it is just like Noivern. Because Dominating Echo, although not that strong now compared to when we had Path to the Peak, there are still disruptive stadiums you can play. Well, is there? No. There's Headquarters, but then you have Covert Flight, so you don't need Headquarters. You have Sinnoh, but Covert Flight is kind of basically Sinnoh. Well, they can't play special energy. But I guess you could lock Sinnoh into play. What else could you lock into play? I don't know any like terribly disruptive stadiums right now. I don't know. I guess it's more keeping stadiums out of play. You know, like you could stop them from playing, I don't know, stop Terrapagos from playing Area Zero and stuff like that, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. And plus it plays Psychic, so you could play Monkey Dory. You could do a lot of stuff. It's well, accelerating to it's one thing. Oh, you could Crispin. There is a Noivern deck out there, huh? Maybe I'll give it a shout. I don't know. Any ideas for the Noivern deck? Give me a shout in the comments and I'll see. Ah, there's the Screamtail, the Angry Jiggly. As they do Psychic Embrace, they can KO me, I think. Yeah, they can KO me here with a single Monkey Dory. So this Noivern is finally going to go down. Oh, no, it seems like they're actually going to go for the tail. Because they could just like hit 220 with Gardevoir right now, which seems like it would have been the play. I feel like I might have to take out this Guardian. Well, I don't know, actually. I'm pretty far ahead on the price trade, so I don't know. Unless they've identified that I don't have Bibarel by Ultra Balling and getting Noivern EX instead, that they're instead going to just try and take out my Bibs on the bench while it's chilling. I have no idea. I can also come in with Noivern and hit some pretty big damage. Oh, wait, no, they're Monkey... Oh, hold on. I think they are just trying to take out my draw engine. They are. Okay, I get it. Obviously, late game Iono is going to be devastating otherwise, so I hear it loud and clear. Is it just too late for that, though? That's the question. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a real cheeky play here if it allows me to. Yes. I'm going to Budew you, mate. That's what I'm going to. I'm going to go for a cheeky jungle like this. Then I poison. This is a big sequencing thing. And then I jet into Budew. I don't even need to jet into Budew, actually. I can just retreat. Yeah, actually, I'll just retreat. Yeah, go into the Budew and go for my own Iono. I mean, it's not going to be as impactful. They're already at 5 and I'm just bringing them to 5. But I need to get a rod or something. You know what I mean? Kind of what I'm feeling like I'm needing. Do I attach this anywhere? There's really no need to, is there? So I'm just going to go for the item lock and KO. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And we'll see what we get. We get an Arven. Well, we already had an Arven. Okay, so God, they're just gonna take out my Bidoof this turn, aren't they? They can very easily take 2 prizes, can't they? But I think as it stands, I still have, or maybe I should have thrown the turbo on Noivern. I basically have what I need. As long as I just take out whatever's in the active and then boss, I win. But they know that too. So I wonder how they're going to play with that in mind. I guess you want to kind of bring up Gardevoir now and just let it tank hits. Well, no, maybe lose one Pokemon. Oh, it's risky though, because then I just boss game. Is it Gardevoir time? Do you go into Gardevoir, just swing, and then like try and go for Turos and stuff? But if you do that, you need another Curlier. So maybe that's not the play. Oh, I don't know. Obviously, they can Moonglow reverse too and just take out something. But it seems like they're going to just go with the Guardy here. No, they're going to retreat to Klefki. Wait, did I actually like give them nothing to work with? If I did, that's huge. Nope, they Turo. Are you going to Turo the Cresselia? The Gardevoir? You don't. Yeah, okay. They conceded. I don't know what their plan was there, but sure thing. We'll take that. I'll tell you what, it isn't ptcgl if you don't start all 3 of your Perilous Jungles that you play in your deck. Yeah, of course. But you're playing against the Slowking deck. I don't know how we're going to do that. But they do retreat into a Slowpoke and end their turn. I, for one, I'm going to Nest Ball here and get myself probably a Noibat. Just get that down right away. Might as well throw the Perilous Jungle into play since that's apparently what it wants. Like, Jesus Christ, it's desperate for it. Give me some juice here. Okay, that's actually kind of gas, apart from we don't have anything else. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to throw you down, and I think I'm just going to Itchy Pollen from here and see if we can buy some time, as the hand isn't too great. They attach to Slowpoke, and they do bounce for the Academy, and they Iono. I should have maybe held the Jungles then to try and bounce the Academy, right? I don't know. They do Iono, though, so that's good. It gets us something. The Slowpoke's already out and chilling. Oh, my God. They're retreating, though, so that's one good sign. It means they don't have it just yet, and they do pass up. I'm scared. The Slowpoke's going to destroy me. All right, let's just cook. I'm going to go for Ultra Ball. And an ideal play would be... Oh, God, I'm not knocking out that Slowking. So maybe I try and go for the Slow... Oh, I guess bossing doesn't matter at this point. But I still want access to one. So I'm going to do this and get myself a Bibarel. And then I will Nest Ball for Bonnet. Like so. Throw a Mochi on a Noibat. Let's do that. And go for Incisors. See what we get? Nothing. Wow, that's rough. But I will throw an energy down here, and bossing anything kind of is pointless. Well, it might be worth bossing the Slowking. As counterintuitive as that, I'm going to try it. It might actually be a play here. I'm going to go for Itchy Pollen because they might not have anything good in their hands and might just use attract customers to get out of that. But I don't want that. We're big chilling here. They do attach to the Slowpoke. And they just have research anyway. Oh, man. They're looking for their boys to start swinging with. As they do go for the Academy, just don't be a Kyurem. If it's a Kyurem, it's GG. They're seeing Inspiration, and it's a Budew. Oh, okay. Scary. Scary indeed. I might not hit and run here, and I might just go straight if I get the bloody Noivern. I might go straight in for a 220 swing or 200 swing, so I can just, like, destroy that Slowking and cause some problems. But here's the problem. We're under item lock. So we can't do anything. All right, Itchy Pollen. Here we are again. We know they have nothing so far in hand to get themselves a Kyurem. We obviously item locking, so they do have to just straight draw into it instead of using the likes of Ultra Ball and stuff. And they are going so aggressive. Wow, okay. And they play Drayton, huh? Okay, that's interesting. Nasu coming down, and they do Academy at night. Every turn is another turn for Kyurem, and it makes me scared. Seek Inspiration, and it's a Nasu. Okay. Oh, all right. At least we're not under item lock this time, so I can do that. But this deck is requiring a different perspective, a different approach. We're not hit and running now. We're just trying to KO. It's as simple as that. There's a Cornerstone. You're kind of useless. Wow, all of these cards are basically useless, except for Sneasler. So just get me. Oh my God, really? I'm just getting garbage in my hand. Oh, do you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go for a Jet attachment. If I have to retreat, that's fine. As long as I can draw some cards. Can I have actual consistent cards, please? Something. Okay, that's better than nothing. So I'll take it. I'm going to get rid of the rescue board, and I think I'm just going to go straight into Noivern with the Sonic Blast. I don't think Covert Flight would protect me from Seek Inspiration, I'm afraid, because it's the basic Pokemon doing damage, not an attack from a basic Pokemon. Like a Kyurem or something. So I'm just going to go in and just straight Sonic Blast. They could obviously, hit me with an old Conkeldurr, but that's that, isn't it? There's a Psychic, though. The reason I have Fighting is for the Cornerstone, this for the Mimikyu, so there's that. But this Slowking is not the deck we're trying to target. We're trying to target meta decks here. So we're going to have situations coming in. There's Max Rod. I saw so many comments about playing Max Rod when I played the Slowking deck. And I see why, right? It just recovers so much for you and can allow a lot of reuse cases. But I expect something here now. I'm sure at this rate, going this far into the deck, you're going to have something going on. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time, unfortunately. There's an energy on the Slowking, though. So whether or not they have the Academy. Another research. Oh, free jet gone. There's Zoroark, which does 60 for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX and V. Okay, that's cool. And there's they finally get the Kyurem. I mean, they're going to have to double Kyurem here, which this deck can very easily do. It's just a matter of if they can get the other. What I might do if I don't think I'm going to get the opportunity to, am I? But look, there's Kyurem, and they're going to be able to take one KO here. Everything else does just avoid it. So I do still get my Bibarel use. I can't Cheren, though, because that Noibat's gone. I think I need to gust that Slowpoke, right? I think that's the move, because at that point, they might not be able to get Slowking charged, but then it's just... Oh, God, why is this deck good? All right. Let me get an Ursaluna down, because I think I'm just going to come up with that next to try and maybe take out Latias. I don't know. And I need to draw. So, do you know what? Screw it. Let's just go. Let's go for an Industrious Incisors. Let's see what we get. Ugh, so much garbage. Get out of me deck. I don't want... Yeah, let's go for a Mimikyu. And I'll play the Pokégear. I don't know why. Bro, I got to chill. What was that? I believe I have Counter Catcher in this deck. Well, do you know what? We're about to find out, aren't we? Let's go for the Arven. I think I have Counter Catch. I should have I don't have Counter Catch. Either I've priced it or I didn't play it. One or the other. But nonetheless, here we are. Let's go for a, Vessel, whatever, sure thing. Well, if I'm hitting running right now, what am I even hitting and running into? That's the real question, isn't it? Well, I tell you what, I'll just hit and run into... do I hit and run into Ursa? Do I hit and run into Ursaluna? Because I can Cheren's care. I don't know. It's doing 100 damage here, so actually, no, hitting running is bad. I'm just going to Sonic Blast. But unfortunately, just going to have to take this one as... a bad matchup, as simple as that. But I'll still play. I do play Counter Catcher. I knew it. My faith in my deck building still stands. And we roll with it. There's a Fez coming down. Some lovely targets for us, but I do fear it's just late game. Too late for that, sorry. As they Lana's Aid, this is going to be so straightforward. You get a Kyurem. Or, do you Kyurem? You can take free prize. Yeah, I think you do still Kyurem, right? Take free prize cards. Oh, they didn't actually recover Kyurem there, interestingly enough. I guess they just have it. A Slowking coming in and a Slowpoke coming down. And I struggle to see a win here. I really do. They will Clairvoyant Sense. Deck out, maybe? Deck out? Possible? I can't trap them because they got Latias, so I can't do anything like that. I'm curious as to what could be done here. There's Academy, though. I guess they just had the Kyurem in hand anyway, because the deck usually plays 2. No, they're going to go for Zoroark instead. It does take the KO, but thankfully can help me survive for longer, which I'm kind of happy with. Let's get the Ursaluna up. Might have to just try and tank with this bad boy, at least for the time being. Let's start thinning out the deck then, I guess. So we'll just go for an Earthen Vessel here and fail it. I think I do need to take out this Slowking, but I also feel like I need to Hand Disrupt. Do I just take out... what if I Counter Catch the Fez? If I Counter Catch Fez knockout, I need the Hand Disruption, but they might not get what they need to finish the game. So I think that's what I got to try and do. I think that's my only game plan, right? I do need to get the disruption. Let's get an Iono. But I think the odds are relatively high. Let's try this out. Let's bring up the Fez. I am going to attach Jet. Yeah, I'm going to attach Jet. I need as much cards as possible. Please, he's giving me an Iono. Give me a chance here. Oh, man. That's what happens when you play a deck full of tool cards. That is not good. I think it's as good as to say we lose here. I'm going to Cheren's Care Bibarel and throw Bidoof down. That way it can't be Kyuremed. But I do think that's GG. Trolley coming in way too late, mate. You should be coming earlier on. And we had 2 Iono in deck as well, man. Oh, God. It's weird to think this was actually still winnable, even though we were behind the whole time. We just needed to get the right disruption. But I'm pretty sure they got what they need now. I mean, bear in mind, we still haven't seen a big 1-8 KO card come in yet, like a Conkeldurr or anything like that. But at this rate, you find it, right? I'm sure at this rate, you just find it. And that's what you got to do. Is you just got to find Conkeldurr. So you could literally just play a research here. As long as Conkeldurr's in deck, you can just research, retreat, and Academy swing. So that said, they are attaching to that Slowpoke. It's either they're BMing here or they don't have it. That'd be kind of crazy. They do retreat. They do Academy here. And what are you going to go for? Seek Inspiration? It's a Conkeldurr. Why are you evolved? Brother, I am not happy with you. How dare you? Me, the greatest, but I survived? Oh my God, I survived. I should have saved my Cheren's Care. I should have saved the Cheren and picked up the Ursaluna now. Oh, but I still have a chance, right? I still have a chance. I can still get boss. Oh God, why is my hand so clunked up with garbage? All right, I'm going to throw you here. I'm going to throw you here. I'm going to jet ahead of time for the reset. And I need to hit boss. I need to hit boss off of this. All right, incisors, please give me the boss. We haven't seen a boss all game. Oh, my God, Bro, why? I've come so far. Oh. All right, let me Arven here. You never know, they might not be able to get the KO. There's a rod, there's a stretcher, and I've got no boss. Do I not play any boss? Oh, I do. I've just got... Okay, they're in the discard pile. Okay. I'm pretty sure I played 3, so I've prized 1. That sucks. Is there anything that could be done here as it stands? Let me rod here and see what else I could do. Sadly, the Pokemon I would retreat into, both Mimikyu and Cornerstone... Slowking doesn't care. It'd be fine. So I just don't know if there's anything else I could really do here. I would try and find a way though. Sure thing. Whatever. Whatever. I'll still play the game through. I know they definitely got an energy. I know that. Do I just try and set up another Noivern maybe? Set up this covert Noivern maybe? I don't know. Let me go for the poison here with the toxic powder. And I'm just going to play to the final whistle. I'm going to see how things pan out. They probably just have boss for game, but we'll see. For some reason, I thought they were going to be very easily one-hit KOing my Ursaluna, but no. They do Academy here. I guess they could just cure him as well. Yeah, all right, that's fair. I think holding the Cheren's care would have been the play, I think. So, is what it is. Well, there you have it. That's that for today's video. Honestly, I think this deck's pretty good. I actually quite like it. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to beat a lot of the top tier decks, but for a bit of a hit and run, I think this Noivern's pretty cheeky. I think I got the most of it, and I'm happy. So I shall see you in the next one where we have some wacky decks coming. We have some crazy stuff. So just stay tuned. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.